Okay, any questions?
We have a microphone. Do you have any questions for Lieutenant Colonel?
Yeah, Frank.
A little bit about the School of Americas.
Not on. Don't stand by. Sorry.
What are you turning on?
There's a little switch there, it says, yeah.
Frank's asking about the School of the Americas, or as they call it now, the Western Hemisphere Institute for Security and Cooperation, WISC.
Is there any way to make that more known throughout the United States that an entity like that should not even exist? It's unconstitutional. They're mercenaries. We've been infiltrating third world countries for years.
Yeah.
And they've been using entities like that to do the dirty work. Is there any way?
Well, Jonathan was talking about demonstrations and getting arrested. Well, there have been thousands and thousands of people demonstrating every year at the School of the Americas. Many, many crossing the line and getting arrested, including folks like Martin Sheen, and Charlie, and 85-year-old nuns, and I don't know what you can do, what with this monopoly corporate media we have that won't cover demonstrations like that, that won't cover demonstrations of tens of thousands of folks, hundreds of thousands of folks in Washington, D.C. Now, one way that a demonstration really accomplished something was in 1969. Richard Nixon had ordered the nuclear bombing of the harbor at Haiphong, in North Vietnam. And if he'd gone through with it, it would have been the beginning of a nuclear war. And the nuclear fallout there would have probably killed all of us who were over there, including me. The peace demonstrators were in Lafayette Park, across from the White House, and Nixon saw them. And it shook him. And one of his advisors said, "Sir, I'm afraid if you go ahead with this attack on Haiphong, there will be blood in the streets." Nixon canceled the order. Probably saved my life and perhaps the life of hundreds of millions of people. So you can make a difference, but it's not easy. And if anybody has any ideas of how to publicize to a wider audience the horrors of the School of the Americas, I'm sure open to it.
Using the internet?
Yeah.
An event like that, like go to places like that?
That's all over the internet, and the demonstrations there are covered by many, many of the internet news agencies. And of course, the SOA Watch has their own website and their own newsletters.
Hi, good evening. I just wanted to thank you for coming here this evening. And I had a brief comment as well as a question for you.
Sure.
I'll try to be brief. In recent days, I've been thinking a lot about the topic of populism as well. And it kind of occurred to me that anytime there's an idea that would obviously be great for the majority of people, it's very easily demonized and then fragmented
Yep.
In the media. So I started thinking that really what this left-right thing is an opportunity for that very small group of people to make sure that all of us are divisive amongst ourselves and never really recognize.
Absolutely. And that's one of the great things about the 9/11 Truth Movement, because it has brought people together from all across the political spectrum. Many of my talks have been co-sponsored by the Green Party and the Libertarian Party. And the movement toward populism has brought together this. So you're absolutely right. We have